What is up? What is going on? Dave at SBA Baseball Card Collectors. And I didn't realize until last night that this is my 100th podcast episode. So I will be featuring my past guest. I don't have none of that. I don't have anything special. It's because I just ramble on in my car. So it's not I don't have an extravaganza. Maybe I could have built it up a little bit more and free giveaways and I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna make some off-color humor, but I don't want to be violating any terms of service with anything. So I'll keep it PG. But so yeah, 100 episodes. I'm surprised I was been able to keep doing this, every day. Usually I slack off just like everything else, but I gotta go to work. So since I am going to work, might as well jibba jabba about baseball cards. So that's what I do. Now, last night, once again, I was on eBay, but this time I was watching some cards. So it wasn't that I was just trying to, just put Bauman Auto and then whatever comes up, I'm going to try to take, buy and take down. And I lost both of them, once again, by $1. And it was at my price threshold. I'm also looking for a deal. I don't want to pay, what they're selling for, because then I'll just buy it at that price. But I really don't understand why people do auctions on eBay. They always go for much less. Very, rare. I mean, if you're talking about not even vintage cards a lot of times. It's got to be a rare card that's hard to find, and it looks really good and crisp and has a great grade, where I think you'll get, people really want that particular card. There's a lot of times if you're doing vintage and there's a PSA 8, for the most part they're all look the same. You do have them a little off-centered and some little color that pop out a little bit, but if you don't get it, you go, oh, there's another PSA 8, I'll just get that. It's not that big of a deal. And so, I believe anyway, it's a good way to get rid of cards that are laying around in your house. It's a good way to, if you're looking for an easier time of selling on eBay with regards to shipping. Like if you go, look, I just want to ship everything Monday morning. I don't want to deal with your nonsense. Maybe you have it end at Saturday, so people have a couple of days to pay it off, and then you have the weekend to get all the, your orders ready and then ship everything out on Monday. That's one way. That's what a lot of people do to regulate their sales. So there's always auctions. I have some people that have auctions ending every single day. So they at least have some sales if they are selling something that people want and people have actually bid for. And it's something where you get like consistent sales every single day. I don't know. Beyond doing it for that, just to to get rid of stuff. If you have a collectible card, something that's popular and buzzing, just do buy it now. Let people offer you stuff, offer prices, and do that. I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. Every single time the auction is less. Yeah, you get rid of the card, but it's for significantly less. And then every once in a while you have one buy it now that goes for the price that you're looking for. And yeah, it's patience. You just gotta have patience. A lot of people don't have that. And maybe depending on what you're doing, if you're opening a box of cards and trying to flip those cards right away, and then you do those auctions, you do it, so you get rid of them quickly. I don't know, I still haven't done that yet. It just takes a lot of time to correlate everything and get them all together, and it's just, I don't know if it's something I want to be bothered with. I don't know. Somebody in my group posted a website, and now I can't remember the damn website. Sorry. Join my Facebook group. Oh, there's a suspense. Join the Facebook group to find out what that website is. But I just forgot. And it basically had analysis on what I've been saying with regards to if there's a new set that comes out, Topps Series 2, let's just say, which I don't think is going to be that popular, but I'm just saying Topps Series 2 comes out. You have like a week where people are paying a lot of money for this stuff, and you got to make sure you put your cards out there. So you want to open them up and get them out there as soon as possible. And then from there, exponentially, the prices go down. And then depending on the card, obviously, you might, like a Mike Trout or maybe a rookie comes in and starts whacking the ball really well. But for the most part, you're making your money in the beginning, where the frenzy is. And he had, data to back it up, which was really cool. And he had a couple other stuff that I liked. I want to read more of his stuff. Somebody that maybe I would like to get on the podcast. I know I've said that before, and I don't have anyone. And that's because of my, not laziness, the technological, I like this format, this podcast format, and I would just do it similar to this. But I don't know what the hell I can use to record it. I know there's tons of stuff out there. I don't like to spend money on this crap, to be honest with you. To me, it's like I'm sure they have something for free, and it's like kills me to buy something that does it. But I think I might have to spend the money, so make it easier on myself. I know Google Voice has something where you can record somebody's conversation by just pressing a button. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I do know. But that's where I think I need to start heading, because the only way to learn is to learn from other people. And if I don't have anybody on, I only do so much, and I only know so much, and there's plenty of people that know a lot more than me, and they should be, I want to get them on there because share the knowledge, share the wealth. Because if we become very smart, and we all become smart, then we'll have like a super baseball card brain. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't know how I went off on this tangent. I was talking about eBay. So eBay, I see where I was going. And I made this comment on Facebook, and it's something that I used to do, and it's not very nice. When I was drop shipping on eBay, and I don't know with regards to if you can or can't do drop shipping anymore. I know some things have changed. I still see drop shippers on there. And drop shipping, what that is you say, hey, I'm going to sell this this toaster for $10, and once someone buys it from you, you already know this, but you go, oh, I know Walmart has the same thing for $3. So I'm going to buy it at Walmart at $3 and have it directly shipped to that person who bought it from me for $10 on eBay. Yes, this stuff works because I was doing it and I was getting sales. Not a ton of sales, but something. And I didn't have to do a thing but fulfill the order. Do everything online. I had to get up. I didn't have to do anything. It's a lot harder than it sounds. There's a lot of issues, like what if they run out? Then you have to try and find it from someplace else, and maybe you don't make any money. There's a lot of tips and tricks, but it did work. And you would make a small profit margin, but you would have guys that would have tens of thousands of products. And if you just get a fraction of that selling, every single day, you're going to do all right. So that's what I saw and some people doing, and I started doing it, and I did okay. But where I'm going with this is, what a lot of guys used to do is they would look at other drop shippers, and it's very obvious, very easy to spot them. Most of the time, you'll see, if you're looking up something, and if a product has a sharp white background, and a lot of them are the exact same picture, those are all drop shippers for the most part. And then you would go see their other stuff, items for sale, and if it's a lot of stuff that looks exactly the same with the same background, the white background, typically they're drop shippers. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So I would look to see what they sold and what sold well, and then I would just use use that listing, make it very similar, maybe use a couple of different keywords, and then price it for like 50 cents, a buck cheaper. And people would buy off of you instead of buying from the other guy. And it's a jerk move because they did the work, and then you're just coming in and doing that. So I did it a couple times, and to be honest with you, I felt weird about it and dirty about it, so I stopped doing that. And it's one of the reasons why I stopped doing drop shipping, because there was a lot of that out there. And whatever, it's still making money, and people do whatever, and it does work, but I just don't want to do it anymore. So you can do the same thing with baseball cards. You could see what people are selling, and that's what I was telling this guy, the website that they were following. He had a Twitter account, so I went to the Twitter account, and then he had his eBay store. Now, one of the good things, I think you should look at other people's stores on eBay. And the reason why I'm saying this is, you're not thinking of a way to sell cards. For example, when I went to that guy's eBay store, now I think he buys a case or a bunch of boxes of each set and then sells them. Tries to recoup his money back, and then save some of the cards, or he collects. I'm not 100% sure. I really didn't dive into his whole website. But he would have auctions where he would sell 20 of the paper cards of one player, and he had 20 or 30 of them, and they all sold for like $1.99, $2, $3, and he would charge $3.75 for shipping. He may have made a couple of bucks on the couple of bucks. Maybe he might have made a couple of shekels, really, 25 cents, 50 cents off of the shipping. I'm sure in California, maybe not. Maybe he made $1. Let's just say he made $1 off of shipping. But $1.99, and you gotta ship 20 of these things, and you're only making $20 is rough, guys. And there's a lot of work to correlate everything and things like that. So if that's something that you like, that's one thing. But it gives you ideas of how to sell things. I would never thought about doing just one player, 20 cards. I've seen it before, but I never seen it. I've seen it before, but I just thought, it's just one guy who does it. But he's selling them, and it works. So check other sellers and see what they're selling. See how they're selling. Is the stuff that they're selling, is it working out? Is it not? Those are some things that you could do, and then just copy. Do the same thing with your cards. It's something that more people should do, and just pay attention. It's a nice neat little trick. I'm at my job. I am done with this podcast. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. I've done 100 of these. Thanks for the people who joined my Facebook group. I think it's a small group, but definitely a lot of information is being shared, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. Hop on board. SVA Baseball Card Collectors, that's the Facebook group. SVA BB Collectors on Instagram, same thing on Twitter. Need to get more involved in that stuff. Thanks again, guys, for listening. Buy some cards and go broke. Later, people.